Take three.
Each player now has a combine grade. This score represents how combine performance tells you how his speed, jumping, Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The 49ers are now on the clock. Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
The foundation of any good team starts up front, and here's a guy who's a franchise's dream come true. GMs I talked to pointed to several of his games in college where he took on some of the nation's best defensive linemen, going toe-to-toe with them for 60 minutes of brutal trench combat and dominating them. He's going to be able to protect the franchise quarterback in addition to opening up holes for the run game. With size, speed, and strength, he should have a very successful NFL career.
The 49ers are now on the clock. Let's go to Adam Schefter now, who's got more to say about the Dolphins' latest pick.
Successes and failures seem to go hand in hand during a very inconsistent season for him. Leading into his pro day, scouts expressed a great deal of concern over his inability to string together consistent positive performances. Those who attended came away extremely impressed with his raw physical abilities and footwork, feeling that with time and proper coaching, he could develop into a formidable NFL lineman. This pick may not pay immediate dividends, but it's a solid investment in the future of the offensive line.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam. Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
He's a durable lineman who set a team record for consecutive starts, never missing a game throughout a decorated 4-year college career. Ross Tucker praised his footwork leading up to the combine, where he did not disappoint, solidifying his position as the draft's top offensive line prospect. He has the potential to be the cornerstone of this offensive line for years to come and should provide consistent protection for a franchise quarterback. This is a great pick.
The 49ers are now on the clock. All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
I'll tell you, everyone was talking about him after the combine, and not exactly for the best of reasons. He was called out almost unanimously as one of the worst interviews at Indy. I spoke with a few of the scouts who sat down with him, and the common remarks I heard was that he was slow to respond, had very little to say, and definitely had his periods of awkward silence. Fortunately for him, how he plays is looked at more than how he talks. I think the team found a good player, even if he is lacking a little charisma.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Ready! Blue ready! What's up? Let's go now. Blue ready! 125's hot! Ready! Blue ready! Blaze up! Ready! Blue ready! Ready to go! Let's go now. Blue ready! Ready! White 25! Ready! Blue ready! Ready! Blue ready!
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
Now, Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Lions. With that, let's send you indoors to Ford Field in Detroit as we welcome in our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going to want to
They'll
know.
come out in the pistol. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick.
I'm pretty sure he was holding.
Forward to about the 27-yard line.
Couldn't get away
Holding offense.
Yep.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
I couldn't get past.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Surveying the field. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion.
That was good defense.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Deep drop. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
Give him 13 on the pickup there, and it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. From the gun, Winston goes underneath to Martin, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Martin. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. On 3rd and 1. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, As a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
Back to throw, Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A first down throw for Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker.
Holding offense.
Come on, Sweezy.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Shorts on the reception over the middle. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Glennon. His throw here's incomplete. Josh off the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Glennon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And
look at him.
This one all the way across midfield. Enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Let's go.
Again, they run with Sims. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Yeah.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging.
No, he didn't.
Make sure he gets it done.
Right, already in the air. Kiss my butt. Oh, kiss my. Wow.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
And none whatsoever. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal.
And those touchdowns do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies
called in
make a
hell
greater
before I let
impact
that
at
slide.
position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Shorts has got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He'll look to throw. Open man, It's Stocker. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll stick with the passing game. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Huff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Just enough where they have to take it out.
Fielded at the goal line.
Or
and not a bad
one
return.
play.
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Doesn't look like they're going to be greedy. One play.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still
my God, Sims!
slow to get up.
Dude, no!
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
The thing is, I re-signed Rodgers. Oh. Dang it, dude. First game, are you kidding me?
This drive in the air. Shorts on the reception over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Glennon. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising.
I'm glad I
re-signed
him.
And completing the pass anyway.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another carry now for Rodgers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was my bad.
They need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Glennon.
Oh my!
Here on 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
That should be perfect. Oh.
And out of bounds, sailed
Oh, yeah.
right near the pylon. This
Perfect.
one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with a draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team was definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's taken to the 26. He won't go down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Oh, I thought he had him.
Close.
I honestly thought he intercepted that.
Sense of urgency for them going on
Wow.
offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the ground, Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, come on.
Rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there. 3rd down here. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And
Touchdown.
in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Luke Stocker, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Oh, that was some good protection.
Is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Well, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And that'll be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, it's a little ballsy, but...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back to throw here.
Oh!
Complete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to throw. It's caught by Shorts. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But
no timeout.
Touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Over.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.